Coming up on Oxford Weekly News, what are the results from the climate survey conducted in the fall? But first, find out how improvements will be made to both Miami and the Oxford community. Welcome to Oxford Weekly News. I'm Kristen Stratman. Miami University and the City of Oxford are joining forces to improve both road safety and landscaping. The project's first construction phase begins this summer. Isabel Hansen has the story.
Plans are in full swing for these changes affecting both Miami students and Oxford residents. On Tuesday, May 1st, City Council members voted to fund Phase 2 of the project. The two-phase construction plan focuses on adding gateway elements when entering Miami's campus and creating safe crosswalks. Miami University's Board of Trustees allocated $4.8 million for Phase 1. Landscaping and Miami-style brick walls will create an entryway to campus on US 27. The walls will read Oxford, Ohio, and Miami University. Miami's Physical Facilities Department representatives say they hope this serves as a traffic calming measure. Also in Phase 1, clearly marked crosswalks with flashing signs and landscape medians will be added along South Patterson Avenue. Miami's planning team says crosswalks will improve traffic flow and safety for drivers and students walking to class. Phase 2 construction is anticipated to begin next year. The City of Oxford will pay almost $1.4 million and Miami will pay over $200,000. With similar goals and design plans, the second phase adds brick entry walls and landscaping to State Route 73. Crosswalks will be updated along East High Street between South Campus Avenue and Patterson Avenue. At the May 1st City Council meeting, Oxford Police Chief John Jones said although Phase 2 crosswalks are more safe for walkers, they block road space for emergency vehicles. Miami representatives said this would be taken into consideration and second phase plans are not yet set in stone. Back to you, Kristen.
Miami University has been working to make an easier way to report incidents. Now, it's just a click away. On April 27th, Miami added a new Report an Incident button on the My Miami page. It leads to a range of university resources. It includes links to reporting racial harassment, hate crime, sexual assaults, and other incidents. The page linked to a Report an Incident tab also provides easy access to resource options related to sexual and interpersonal violence. Miami University reveals results from its One Miami climate survey. Although it only received a 24% response rate, Miami says the results are important. The climate survey was created to evaluate students' and faculty's experience on campus. Overall, a majority of respondents feel comfortable with Miami's current climate. However, nearly 40% of respondents were not happy with Miami's current climate and considered leaving. The climate survey revealed that the top reason for faculty leaving now is low salary. The top reason for students leaving Miami is feeling unwelcome and a lack of belonging on campus.
When it comes to the findings of the campus climate survey, it's not really surprising on any level. I mean, the low response rate, that's not surprising.
Looking to relieve stress before finals week, the Hawks peer educators provide tips and activities for students to deal with stress. Peer Hawks is a program that covers all aspects of student health. With finals season coming up, Hawks peer educators encourage students to utilize their services as a resource.
But just planning ahead gives you time to make sure that you're still eating and still sleeping, which is extra important, especially during finals week.
Students are welcome to attend stress management workshops. The workshops begin May 9th and continue throughout the week before finals. Miami ranked 68th in a Forbes article titled Best Value Colleges of 2018. Some factors taken into consideration are alumni earnings, school quality, and timely graduation percentages. Miami ranks 120 in a full list that highlights 300 both private and public institutions. Miami Dean of Students and Associate Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Michael Kerm, is leaving his role. Kerm will be stepping down from his position at the end of the semester. Kerm came to the university in 1988 and will continue working at Miami as part of the economics faculty. Kerm served as Dean of Students for 5 years. Interviews for final candidates to take over Dr. Kerm's position are taking place. Miami hopes to quickly fill Kerm's position before he steps down. Coming up on Oxford Weekly News, what does the job market look like for graduating seniors? Stay tuned, we'll be right back. As graduation approaches, many students are planning for the next chapter of their lives. Reporter Annie Edwards takes a look at the variety of paths graduating seniors are taking. Annie?
It's May, so you know what that means. It's graduation season. While it should be the most exciting time for college seniors, some upcoming graduates have something else on their mind: finding a job. I looked into the current job market for 2018 graduates and sat down with Miami seniors to discuss where they are at in the process. Do they want me to do it or no?
This year's graduating seniors should remain optimistic about their job search as they are entering one of the longest growth periods in employment in years. According to a March 2018 report done by the Adecco Group, the unemployment rate is at 4.1%, with an estimated 103,000 jobs added. Madeline is a senior accounting major who will be working for Ernst & Young in Chicago starting December. According to Hawkins, a large majority of accounting and finance students find their jobs in the fall in correlation with career fair.
I applied about 15. I heard back from 12, and then I interviewed with, I think, 11 or 12, and I narrowed it down. For the second round interviews, I accepted, I think, 4 or 5, and then it was really between EY and like one other place.
Madeline credits her success to Farmer's early involvement with students and their career choices. Freshman year students in Farmer take a course where they work on their cover letters, resume, and make requests for letters of recommendation.
I grew up through Farmer. Whenever I needed professional advice, I would see my counselor at the student services at Farmer, and she kind of walked me through interviews, helped me decide what to keep on my resume, and then advised me about how to go about the interviewing process when I wasn't sure if I should accept something or how to, I guess, communicate with the employer.
Year-round, Miami University Career Services offers resume workshops, networking workshops, career interview prep, mock interviews, and career fairs in the fall and spring. Last fall, Career Services introduced Handshake, which replaced Miami's CareerLink. Many students' hopes of having a job with their diploma is slowly dwindling, including Ariana Frederick. Frederick, a senior strategic communication and professional writing major, is hoping to pursue a career in either public relations, advertising, or marketing. Frederick admits it's a bit intimidating going into a field where there are so many applicants but few job opportunities.
There are a lot of communications majors, whatever, mass communications, strategic communications, or if they're a public relations title. I think there's so many people graduating at the same time looking for the same jobs, and we can't all be in public relations.
But like so many other students in her shoes, Frederick understands that she must be patient as she knows a job will come her way eventually.
I'm definitely worried that I'm not going to have a job before I graduate, or even within a year of me graduating that has to do anything with my major.
According to Forbes, the industries hiring the most college grads in 2018 include the following: 1, information services, 2, administrative services, 3, wholesale trade, 4, transportation, and 5, healthcare and social assistance.
Do you pay your bill at Oxford's municipal building? If so, there are some changes coming. On Monday, May 21st, city administrative offices will operate from a new location. The new municipal building is on the corner of West High Street and South College Avenue and takes the location of the old Lane Public Library. The City of Oxford Economic Development Director, Alan Kiger, looks forward to more office space.
We need to move out of our current location. We are cramped. In my office alone, the IT office and I share an office together. So when they're in and I'm on the phone, they can't hear, and they're on the phone, I can't hear.
Kiger says that although construction began 1 year ago, the process of finding a new location started 10 years ago. Are you looking forward to pool season? The new Oxford Aquatic Center has been approved to be built through an agreement with Wilcon Corporation. Pre-construction will begin in June or July, and construction will start in August. The new Aquatic Center plans to open May 2019. The construction will cost $4.2 million, plus a contingency amount of 15%. Are you planning to vote in the May 8th primary election? The Ohio ballot includes an issue number 1 and an issue number 2. Issue 1 is a vote for drawing congressional districts. Issue 2 is a vote on a tax levy to fund the expansion of the Oxford Trail system. Polls are open from 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Coming up on Oxford Weekly News, what can Oxford community members look forward to at the new art exhibit? Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Miami University's Men's Glee Club prepares for its end of the semester concert on Friday, May 4th and Saturday, May 5th at 7:30 p.m. The performance features pieces specifically commissioned for the choir and includes music from the group's upcoming album recording. Andrew McKnight, the president of the Men's Glee Club, says that the group's members focus on brotherhood as much as music.
It should be a very tight, really good concert, and so after months and months of hard work, I'm excited that it's all just going to pay off.
You can purchase the Men's Glee Club concert tickets online or at the Miami box office in the Campus Avenue building. The Miami University Art Museum showcases the first ever exhibition of artwork from the pages of children's book about African American history. This exhibit, called Telling a People's Story, displays about 130 artworks that were featured in the pages of children's books, illustrated by 35 African American artists. The gallery is organized as a timeline of eras in African American history, such as slavery, segregation, and the Civil Rights Movement. At the end of the exhibit is a collection of biographies on notable African American figures. Jason Shaman, the Art Museum's curator, spent 3 years coordinating the exhibit. He says that this is a unique and powerful way to teach people about Black history.
I think in many ways people have a hard time talking about sensitive topics such as slavery or segregation. And these books don't make light of those topics, but they do provide the textual and visual understanding of those historical periods in a way that is more approachable.
Sherry Krazel, the Marketing and Communications Coordinator at the museum, says that the purpose of the exhibit is very timely given the current racial tensions in America.
For me, it's just a really pertinent topic. The timing is incredible with what the country's dealing with so much division between the races, and so I feel like it's a very important social justice topic.
The Art Museum says that around 4,000 people have visited the exhibition since it opened in January. The exhibit is free and open to the public and will run until June 30th. It's suitable for historians and art lovers of all ages. That's all for this week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Stratman. Also, connect with us on Twitter and Facebook at Oxford Weekly News.